Welcome back. Where's my remote? Just had it back there. Ah! So prepared. We're so prepared today. We're so prepared as we watch our, unsurprisingly, our view count and focus on this go down per stream. But that just means that your opinion matters even more. Oh, I have shuffle on that. I don't want shuffle. Well, how's it going, Tony? How are you doing? Okay, all right. Let's enjoying the stream. Well, you already saw me forget my controller, so you got one part of entertainment already. All right. Well, we're gonna have a lot of stuff to get through today, so we're gonna fly. I'm doing great. Let's introduce where we're at, by the way, because I just simmed the preseason to get through that before we started streaming. So we are starting the season 3 of our Giants and Jets rebuild with Giants at Jets in New York. So I'm hoping this could be the year for both of them. I'm doing great today, though. Thank you very much for asking. We'll see how well it goes once we actually consider how well I can rebuild these teams, or if we're going to be dealing with misery. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked at how poorly we've done so far. We built the team well, but how poorly we've done with wins in NFL and MLB, honestly. The fact that the Mets didn't do anything, like, so disappointing. But we're not in baseball anymore. Baseball's done. So, let's get into this and start this season. Kind of give me a recap as I go through some stuff. You might actually be influencing my first decision to start off this rebuild, because we have some moves in the offseason that we had to consider that we didn't do that I want to make sure that we can talk about possibly doing right now. So, first off, taking a look at the Giants and the Jets. Teams are in about the same position they were last year. So this is, I believe I'm controlling the Jets right now. So the Jets, we got Fernando Mendoza, who we had last year, who did not win Rookie of the Year, but did break every single passing record for a rookie this past season. And he's an 88 overall superstar already. We have Garrett Wilson at superstar. We've got Jordan Tyson at superstar. We've got Carnell Tate at star. We brought in Tajay Spears last offseason as a free agent. Look, we're running the spread. We're running the pass-first offense with the Jets. We need a receiving back in Tajay Spears. That was the idea behind that. Also, free agency has been terrible. We have not been able to take advantage of the fact that we've had like $150 million in cap space for the Jets. So, Fashanu, we've got a left guard. We do need a center with this team. Bo Limmer was the one thing available, so if we're going to make a move, there's a potential center trade maybe. Thank you. Yeah, the Tajay Spears thing I thought was a perfect pick. Now, he's not a great receiving back, but he's better than Braylon Allen, and he's better than Kamani Vidal was. So that was kind of the idea. Elijah Vera Tucker, we're right guard. Honestly, this offensive line just needs a center, because I think we've got the rest of them. As long as they can stay healthy and continue to develop. We've got Mason Taylor here at tight end. Defensively, we have Arvell Reese, who we drafted, who is a superstar X-Factor edge rusher that we have. This team's decent defensively. It's not necessarily great. We've got a couple guys here. Cisco, like a lot of stars, a lot of silver badges here on defense, but it'll still be all right. We do have J.C. Dillon here, who was, I want to say, our second first round pick, I think. And then we have Tommy Glover, who did get injured in preseason, who was like was he our first round pick, I think? Yeah. So we had 2 first round picks with the Jets. We got Glover and Dillon. We did lose Glover for like 7 to 8 weeks, I want to say it was, at the beginning of the season. So this team's going to be decent defensively. We obviously have the ability to trade Jermaine Johnson as well. So if there's a team that we're doing a trade with, we could possibly pick up a center for Jermaine Johnson, maybe. That's the Jets. So Jets are going to be in a good position this year. Maybe playoffs. Now with the Giants, they've made the playoffs both years so far. And this team is just, better. They're better. However, they have significant weaknesses at certain positions. So we've had, actually, Kenyan Sadiq can move up to tight end 1. I just have to swap out my fullback here. So this is a team that needs a trade. 100% needs a trade. And we've got a lot of guys that I think we can move if we need to make a trade. So first off, Jackson Dart, 89 overall, phenomenal last season. Cam Scatterbo has been injured both years, so we really haven't even seen him. That's why he's only an 85. But Wan'Dale Robinson last year, super dominant, was fantastic. So I'm loving the fact that we got Wan'Dale and Neighbors. I do need a wide receiver 3. Let me actually reorder the depth chart. Okay, because I brought in Rondale Moore. So that'll hopefully help. I want to put Mbo down there. So Rondale Moore, maybe wide receiver 3. That's fine. Offensively, though, we have a lot of rookies here. We've got Trey Cruz. We've got McNair, who we drafted. These two interior offensive linemen were later picks that we got. We have Evan Neal still here, Marcus Mbo, and Sadiq. On the defensive side, we have, I think this is a D tackle 2 here that we have here. But so we signed D Winters to replace, I already forgot what the guy's name was, the middle linebacker we had that was originally a Titan. We had there. Our corners have been great so far. Drew Phillips, Cordell Flott, the safeties are pretty good. Honestly, defensively, we were just hurt last year. So we'll see what we can do with Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, and Dexter Lawrence back as our pass rush with Okereke and D Winters. I already forgot. I think my first round pick was this Cruz guy, I believe. Either way, this is where you get to help me make a decision. We need a right tackle. We have 3 guys that I have Broderick Jones. I have Marcus Mbo. I think Mbo has to be in a trade because I think he's got to be the guy who we need to move off of. Theo Johnson, I don't necessarily think we need anymore. So we have Kenyan Sadiq. He's 26, probably still has some good value. So we can move him. We have Tyrone Tracy, who did in the preseason give me one of those like, hey, I should be starting over Scatterbo. No, I'll trade you. So, and then I guess I don't really have picks though with this team. Maybe some extra corners that we could move. But look, Dart has been getting killed. Scatterbo has been getting killed. We need offensive linemen. So, first things first, I want to go look at tackles. At what I think we can get for tackles. I'm going to first upgrade these players. Now, we can draft one, obviously. But we're starting to talk about this, 2 years of these draft players. And tackle is not a position that develops very quickly. So, I want to see if we can make a trade for one. So, let's go to GM's office. Trade Finder. And, or not Trade Finder, but Trade Center. And let's go see if we can find ourselves a tackle. We don't have a whole lot of money that we can work with. And we want to go find, Darnell Wright would be perfect. Trapio. That's not bad. That's a star development 25 overall year-old tackle when they've got a replacement behind him already. So let's just go look at some right tackles across the league. Bengals have Amarius Mims. He's 24, but I don't think they have a replacement. Spencer Brown. No. McGlinchey is 32. Conklin is 33. This is just right tackles, granted. Gadecki. But I think he's going to cost me too much money. I don't think I'm going to be able to replace him. So, Moten's 33, probably too old. I'm looking for a guy who I can hopefully just have for 3 years. This is interesting, but they're both 31. Do they have a left tackle on the Colts? Bernard Raymond, who's 29. Now, he's too expensive. I don't think I can afford $28 million for a left tackle, which just sucks because I feel like that's what a tackle should be worth. 77 overall there. Oh, this is in division. That trade's not going to happen. In division. Nope. Once again, in division. McGarry, no. I kind of like the Bears' potential move. I don't know if we have the pieces to give them. Anton Harrison. That's $14 million, though, for a 79 overall tackle. Armand Membu? No, can't do that. Penei Sewell? $13 million? We can hope that the Lions don't have any money soon. We could do that. We could play that game. Panthers have a couple guys here. What's their left tackle look? Oh, no, they don't. So we need a tackle still. I think the Bears move makes the most sense for us so far. Because it was like the only one where I looked at where okay, Rosengarten's not a bad idea. He's got an expiring deal. They have a replacement. Let's see. What do they want for Rosengarten? Oh, they're $16 million in the hole though. So I don't even think we can do a deal with them. I don't even think I can do like a Tyrone Tracy deal. Yeah, okay. So Rosengarten's off the table because the Ravens can't make a trade. That sucks. Because Rosengarten is the guy I'd want. I think that deal is the deal that makes the most sense. Interesting. What do we have to do for Fuaga? They want Javon Holland or Cam Scatabo. But okay, let's take the Scatabo trade into consideration. So they want Scatabo. Would they like Tyrone Tracy? Okay, so let's do Tyrone Tracy. They don't need another tackle, I don't believe. But let's get him Drew Shelton. And let's throw in a fourth. Tyrone Tracy, Drew Shelton, and a fourth for Talise Fuaga, who would be a backup tackle for this team because they just drafted Hunter Shelton with, I want to say, the second overall pick. Might have overpaid, but that's our right tackle. So Talise Fuaga will be the right tackle with this team. Now, that's going to give me, I think, the ability to now move around a little bit. But let's go into our lineup. Because I think that gives me 2 roster spots. I want one roster spot at least to be able to pick somebody up. And I'm going to need another running back. So we're just going to go pick up another running back. And let's reorder the depth chart. Okay. So now we have a tackle. Now we have another tackle here. We've got a backup tackle in Mbo. And I need a running back. So let's just go pick up a free agent running back. Najee Harris or Kamani Vidal? I think we'll just go with Vidal. There's a lot of options. But I think we'll go Kamani Vidal. Add him to the team. Actually, you know what? Who do you want? Who should I bring in? Let's leave it to you guys. Obviously, there is a chance that Scatabo just gets hurt. Which one of these guys do you want? When Scatabo inevitably smashes his head against the concrete ground that is our stadium, who are we grabbing? You want Najee? No, I'll reward you. You're the first person in here tonight. Najee coming to the Giants. That's our backup running back. So. I do like this Ollie Gordon being here, though. So I think I'm going to snag this guy, too. Because that's crazy that he's here. Because he's 23. I'm going to add him to the roster, and then I'm going to cut, I think, that third running back. I don't even know who it is. Oh, I also don't need that. Okay, I don't need another wide receiver. So that should fix that. So that's good. Do we do a Jets trade for a center? Do you think? Or do we just roll with it? Go for it. All right, let's go see what the Jets can do for a center. And let's see what we can find. There's probably nothing. But we're probably just looking for a team that has 2 centers on their roster. The Giants. But we'll see if there is a center anywhere on one of these teams. The Jets have money, which is a little bit different than all these other teams. So, 2 centers. But not good enough. Oh, yikes. Not interesting. I'm only seeing 1 center for each of these teams. And when they have 2, the second one's not that great. What do you want for Coleman Shelton? It can't be much. They have I just saw they had a young guy. So. How about I give you... man, I don't really have guys here either. Corner? Do you want Quantez Stiggers? No? How about Brandon Stevens in a salary dump? No, okay, they don't even want to do that deal at all. Okay, all right. Do I have an extra right tackle? Do you want Dalton Cooper? All right, never mind. Coleman Shelton. Not happening. Thought that was a deal that was possible. They had a younger guy. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna move here. I just don't think there are centers, apparently. I mean, right there is. Like, what would it take for me to get Javier Whittington? 3rd and the 6th? I mean. Yeah. 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 We'll do it. All right. And now... let me just trade away. I don't know. Not Nick Nash. He's too good. Ryan Bates. You want to give me that 6th round pick back? Boom. Got my 6 back. All right. So we gave up a 3rd round pick for a center. So. All right. That'll work for me. I think that's a good team. I think it's a good start. So those are our moves that we made this offseason. I don't want the rookie with the dev trait to play over Mozzie Smith, though. All right. So now with that in mind, let's get into it. We have made our moves. We have acquired a center for the Jets. We have acquired a right tackle for the Giants. Both teams are slightly better going into this season. Let's see what we can do. Week 1, Jets versus Giants. Who's going to get the dub? Fernando Mendoza or Jackson Dart? I think 0 passing touchdowns did the Jets give up, so that must be a low-scoring game. Oh. The Giants scored 31. They scored 31 in that game. Who got hurt? Oh! We lost Azaria Thomas in this one, so that sucks. But, yeah. All right. We put up 235 yards offensively. Just the Giants played better. Good for them. Good for them. All right. Okay. All right. Well, hey, Guess what? We lost to ourselves. We lost to ourselves. It's not a big deal. I don't know who needs the wins more, though. Giants or Jets? I mean, probably the Jets, to be honest, but JC Dillon with another one of these. Focus on your development. We lost to ourselves. That does suck to have to play yourself, but hey, we'll take it. Fernando Mendoza goes up on that one. I just saw 0 passing touchdowns and was like, oh, we had to have lost. Nope. Nope, we didn't. All right, let's go switch over to the Giants. After that one, the 1-0 team, the better New York team, apparently. In this one, who got hurt for them? Maybe I should have traded away Javon Holland in that deal. No, Javon Holland, 3 to 5 weeks is out. I think I have an extra safety, so I think we'll be okay. But I think if I look at our roster here, do I have another safety? I have Tyler Newman. So we'll bring Tyler Newman up here. All right. Okay. So that'll work. So we do have somebody who can replace it. Tyler Newman will play that role for now. Might need more D tackles, apparently. But all right. So Scatterbo must have had a good game, but he didn't get a dev trait. It's crazy. So we scored 31, but didn't. I mean, if we just look at our stats from that game, like, oh my God, Jackson Dart. Okay, efficient. Didn't have to. Rondale Moore had a rushing touchdown. All right, I'll take it. Okay, Jackson Dart, 21 for 23, super efficient in that one. All right, we got we have the Saints next for this one. Let's advance, see if the Giants can go up to 2-0 and take down the New Orleans Saints, who we just received a right tackle from. Don't think it ever shows me if they win the dev thing right there, but we, yeah, there we go, 24-6. We end up taking that one. We are up 2-0 now with the Giants. After that, looks like we see Wandale had a little bit of a better game there. But let's take a look at who we have as free agents this upcoming offseason. So we're going to have Dexter Lawrence, Drew Phillips, Javon Holland, Tyler Newman, Deontay Banks, Paulson Adebo, Theo Johnson is an upcoming free agent. Obviously, those running backs are Okereke. And do we have a Rule 5 for anybody? Dart. Ugh, I said Rule 5. I meant 5th year. These two are going to be expensive. This team might be hard to hold on to in year 5. All right. We're going to pay Dexter quick. Sexy Dexy. All right. We'll pay him. We'll pay Phillips right away. I only gave him 2 years, but I think that'll be okay. Phillips will come back with that. Do I pay Holland? Newman hasn't even really played yet. So I think we'll pay Holland. And who else was? Adebo was? And Deontay Banks. I'm going to pay the cheaper guy first, which is Deontay Banks because his interest level is higher. So we'll keep Deontay Banks on the roster. And we can come back on Paulson Adebo. I think he might go down a little bit. And then we'll come back on everybody else, knowing that we are eventually going to have to pay these two, which is going to be a pain. All right, regional scouting. So now that we have interior offensive line and a tackle, I guess we need a corner. And I need another wide receiver. I usually can just find a wide receiver 3. I mean, the Giants don't really have any needs at this point. All right, but we'll do interior offensive line. I mean, now that we have a tackle, technically we always could use more interior offensive line. You always can. Give me more interior offensive line. And that'll be our start for this scouting class for the Giants. We don't have any extra picks this year, so we're in a little bit of a different position. Riley Leonard and the Colts. So Riley Leonard is the starting quarterback for the Colts. by the way. They clearly did not pay Daniel Jones. Okay. But good start so far for this team. Let's go over to the Jets, see if they won their Week 2 matchup, and see what guys we have to pay with that team. Weekly awards. Oh, Cedric Gray there. But Carnell Tate, 182 and 3 touchdowns in a 42-28 loss. We lost that game. We are 0-2 with the Jets. Okay, we have Jamie and Sherwood, McDonald. Okay, this is not actually that bad. Who do I have to pay here? Membu? Man, I wish I could. Membu's not even developed that well. All right, well, I'm going to pay Sherwood. Sherwood's been phenomenal. Okay. I might have to overpay him because he doesn't want to be here. But I'm down to do that because he's been great for us so far. Will McDonald. He'll stay. I don't need to keep Brandon Stevens. I think we will trade Brandon Stevens, by the way, at some point. And I'll wait on everybody else. And we're going to hope there's a lot of free agents this upcoming season because the Jets still have a ton of money. Let's upgrade our players. Braylon Allen goes up. Okay. Maybe I should have paid him. No, just kidding. I don't think that matters that much. All right. This team, I think, still could use some they don't need interior offensive line now. I guess they need D tackle. This team just needs like offense, or it just needs defense. So we'll draft defense primarily, I think, with this team. And still do so we'll focus probably defensive heavily on this team. And just see if we can get some defensive guys. I think they need corners. Still could use another edge rusher outside of Arvell Reese. Maybe a safety replacement. We'll roll with that. I mean, if we look at it, what do we have near the top of this class? Left tackle, D tackle. How many? What do we need? Edge. Oscar Martinez. Vernon Franklin. Oh my God, there's like no edge rushers. There's two good interior offensive defensive linemen. Corner draft, maybe? No. What is this draft? Safety draft? Okay, safety draft. Deontay Lane. Rich Smith. Okay, safety draft. We'll take a look at the safeties, I guess. All right. Can the Jets win a game? We're playing the Saints. Put a win on the board. Win the game. All right. Put a win on the board. We're playing the Saints. We get the victory over the Saints. We are now a good 1-2. Quarterback breakout. We get 4 touchdowns, 346 passing yards from Fernando Mendoza to go up to 1-2 on that one. And we are going to have a quarterback breakout. First, let me see if I can just convince Sherwood to stay here quick. I'm going to overpay him. He's been phenomenal. So, do you want to be here now? Perfect. All right, so we got Sherwood locked up. That's the one guy that we had to focus on. There. All right. So quarterback breakout. What do we need to do? What does Mendoza need to do this game? Listen, coach, I don't think there's a defense. He's already X Factor. We don't even need to. He already boosted up the X Factor. We have an X Factor quarterback in year 2. Fernando Mendoza. Let's go. Let's go. Now we just need him to play well against the Patriots. So we have a superstar quarterback with Jackson Dart on the Giants and an X Factor with Fernando Mendoza. We got the Patriots here. I mean, look, we are averaging 299 passing yards in the first 3 games of the season. So we are passing the ball, leading the league in passing, and Carnell Tate is leading in receiving. Cam Scatabo is leading in rushing. Man, if he can stay healthy. he can stay healthy. All right. We still could obviously move Jermaine Johnson, but this team I think is in good shape here. I don't want to make a big trade with this team because we have so much cap space. Like, what if Aiden Hutchinson? I don't know if the game has his contract in there yet. Like, there might be an edge rusher that could come available, and then I want it. All right, let's go over to the Giants, who are 3-0. After what was probably a great game by Cam Scatabo. Halfback breakout. Just give it to me automatically, just like you did with Mendoza. I don't even want to do it. Big day from Scatabo, huh? I don't want to give him a 3-touchdown goal. Can I just give him like 3 touchdowns is ridiculous. Yeah, 101. 101. I think he can do 101 to get up to a superstar. Please let him get 101 to get up to a superstar, because Cam Scatabo being a superstar would be huge for us. Malik Neighbors goes up. Jamal Amos goes up. And let's advance. Can we beat the Cowboys to advance to 4-0 with the Giants and get Cam his X Factor? (14-7). It's a low-scoring game. Is 101 going to be enough? You're going to be able to do it with 14 points. Superstar Dev Cam Scatabo. He does it in that one. I think he had 585, so where's he at now? He had 400. Maybe he had 485. He got 1 touchdown. But, I mean, he got it. He got it. We'll take it. I wonder if he'd be in the weekly recap. Think they can show us some gameplay? I've never really watched this thing because it's so buggy. Like, watch how slow this thing is. So, Packers, Chargers. Yeah, I don't care about this game. Show me gameplay. Show me Cam Scatabo gameplay. No! Ah, boring. All right, anyways. All right, let's go take a look at the Jets. Two and 2. So we do get the victory. I blanked out for a second. I was like, wait a second. Everything was clicking. I felt like I couldn't be stopped. 10,000 XP for Fernando Mendoza. 3 touchdowns on the day. That's a great start to him. What do we got for a DB breakout? Malachi Moore. I don't have any expectations, but I'll give him a moderate goal. Because who got hurt? Oh, we lost the center that we traded for. So Mendoza is an X factor, and they're just sitting with +3. $90 overall. Let me give him a little bit of improviser to increase his accuracy. Dude, we're talking about a potential MVP for Fernando Mendoza eventually here. Heisman Trophy winner. X Factor. All right. Let's advance again. Can we take down the Bills, who are 1 and 3? I mean, this division might actually be easy to win. Well, I don't think we won. We lose by 1 point. We lose by 1 point. So, all right. All right. I'm going to guess Malachi Moore didn't get it. 24-23, we lose. He had some flashes. Definitely getting better. Wouldn't be an ounce of doubt. Okay. Still got 2,500 XP, though. So, we're doing all right there. What does the mock draft have us taking right now? So, right now, we are sitting at... Oh, I thought that was 2. Okay. Right now, it's got the Jets taking wide receiver Darren Page. Nah, I wouldn't do that. The Giants taking Will linebacker Sam Barry. Maybe I would do that. Okay. We've got... What week are we in? Mendoza's leading the way. Okay, week 8 we're gonna trade with the we're gonna trade away that corner because we don't need him. So let's go over back to the Giants as we continue to dominate with them. This is the only annoying part. I hate that I have to do this like swap in order to be able to look at this stuff, but I have to in order to be able to get this stuff up there. One new injury. Oh no. Okay, 2 to 4 weeks. All right. All right, 2 to 4 weeks. We lose Andrew Thomas. We do beat the Panthers though. So we are still undefeated with the New York Giants right now. Jackson Dart, Cam Scatabo leading the way. Mainly Cam, I think, because I think he's still leading. Yeah, he's still leading the league in rushing. So, can we continue this roll? Hold on to it. We did lose our left tackle. Are we going to be okay without a left tackle? We beat the Bills. Who did we lose this week? Oh my god, I want you to lead in rushing. You can't do that if you get hurt. Hey, good thing we have Najee Harris. But it's hard for him to lead in rushing if he gets hurt. So he's going to miss a week here. Well, we won. We're 6-0. We could probably lose this week, I would guess. I mean, hey, if he leads in rushing now... Oh, I need to update. We need Dart up to a 90 on the top end with Field General. All right. He's not an X Factor, but... All right, so we do lose Cam for hopefully only 1 week. Instead of week to week, hopefully we only lose him for 1 week. But hey, we brought in Najee Harris for that reason, right? So, we have Najee Harris. Jets beat the Eagles 27-11 in that one. Which means we are up to 3-2 with Fernando Mendoza. Arvell Reese goes up to X Factor, or to 90 overall X Factor edge rusher. Let's advance. See if we can go up to 4-2 with the Jets. And then we will make the trade after the Steelers game with the Jets. 4-3. Oh, who did we lose? Okay, I forgot that we lost one. So we're 4-3 with the Jets. We do have 2 injuries here. All right. No more Arvell Reese, but hey, we did get Mendoza had 4 touchdowns and 428 yards. All right. Okay, but 4-3, 4-3. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. That sucks though. All right, man. 2 big injuries to start off the season. All right, what do we need here? I think this team we need to focus on. We don't need to focus on tackle, but it seems like a strong tackle draft. What did we say? Safety? It was a deep safety draft. So we'll set focus on safety. And then if I take a D tackle, because I can see that I have some boosts of D tackle, we'll just look for high strength. And just roll with that. Okay. Upgrade. So no Arvell Reese. Hey, good thing we didn't trade away Jermaine Johnson. Because we could have done that, and then we wouldn't have had a backup in that position. Giants are still undefeated. Giants did not lose without Cam Scatterbo. 34-14. Who'd we lose, though, this week? Rondale Moore. Okay, so Cam's back. We lost Rondale Moore, but that's okay. All right. This team, we are going to focus on interior offensive line. I know it says tackle, but with the trade that we made for tackle, I'm not going to do that. I love late round guards in Madden. A late round guard is always a good pick because it's such a hard position to get otherwise. I'm not going to take one at the top, but I'll take a guard in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. I'll take a left guard, center, right guard, back to back to back if I can. All right, so we got Scatterbo back. So Cam's back, and we just lost Rondale Moore, so I think Isaiah Bond is the next guy up. All right, can we stay undefeated? Taking on the Chiefs to stay undefeated. The Giants are... we lose 42-20 on that one. So we do lose 7-1. But man, we are very good. We are very, very good with this team. We have an in the zone. Is that going to be Scatterbo, please? Or is it going to be Dart? Cam. Okay, so Cam wants 1,600 yards. Do we do touchdowns or yards? Yards are safer. But if he gets hurt, he definitely can't hit it. And touchdowns is a risk. I know the rushing yards is normally 1,600. But he's already getting touchdowns. I think we're going to do touchdowns. I don't think I've ever done touchdowns. I don't know how many it is. 16. All right. It's going to be a difficult goal, but I hope he can get there. Right now, he's at what? 6. 661 and 6. Maybe I should have done yards, but that's all right. Also, look at how many more yards Mendoza has than Burrow. All right. This is trade deadline. Let me just double check, make sure there's no guys I want to re-sign that I can trade away. Or guys I don't want to re-sign that I can trade away. I mean, we have Nubin, Adebo, Theo Johnson. Yeah, let's trade away Theo Johnson. All right, trade time. We can sell. I don't want some of these guys, so let's trade away Theo Johnson. I can just find a backup guy on the market that's probably better than that. Jack Jones. There's a right guard. There's a left guard. I think I'd rather have a pick, though. All right, so give me... Does anybody need a tight end? Bengals do. Do you want for a 3rd? Boom. All right. Theo Johnson gets me a 3rd. What else can I trade away? What else did we say? We said a Debo or Nubin, right? Yeah, I'm going to try to trade away a Debo. I'm not going to pay him. He's too expensive. Dante Thornton? All right. Once again, I think we're gonna do it. The Dante Thornton was interesting, but does anybody need a corner? Lions, Packers need a corner. Oh, but they don't have money. Lions don't have money either. All these teams that need corners don't have any money. I think it was the Raiders who were willing to give me the most. So let's just do the Raiders and see if they'd give me a 2nd. No. Or they just don't value Dante Thornton. What about a 3rd and a 6th? Okay, 3rd and a 6th, then I'll just throw in Reddy Stewart. Boom. All right. So that gets rid of that one. So there goes the Debo. And I don't think there's any other guys that I really... Now I could just pay Newbin, I guess. If I wanted to. All right. So that's fine. And now I need to go sign a backup tight end. I figure at that level, like if I wasn't going to pay that guy, I might as well just trade him away. And then we just bring in Evan Ingram. Back to the Giants. And what other position do we want? I've got an extra free spot on the roster. Another D-tackle? Take that guy. Boom. All right. So that'll solve that. So that gets rid of the cash things for those guys. So we are good there. That should solve those issues. And now let's go over to the Jets because they have a corner I need to trade. I mean, we just traded a corner. We need to trade another one. Jets did win going into the bye week, so they are 5-3, leading their division. Who's the ends in the zone for them? Probably it's got to be Mendoza, or maybe it's. I mean, Carnell Tate has been great. Okay, it's Mendoza. All right, Mendoza is 100% going to hit the yards goal if I give him a yards goal, so we're going to go for the yards goal. So he wants dude, he's at like 3,000 right now. He wants 4,000 yards by the end of the season. He's at 2,500 8 games through. Yeah, I think he'll hit it. All right, so Brandon Stevens can go. Adonai Mitchell could go. Yeah. So let's try to get something for Brandon Stevens first. Should we buy with this team? And we have cash. What I don't even know what I need though. I mean, go get an edge rusher. Or do we just roll with it? Then we just the offense is so good. I don't even know. Like, we could buy. But also, I think my stream delay is really low or really long. I apologize if it is. No, I don't see anything that I don't really know if there's anything worth it. Hi, Jumpstart McOverwatch McGaming Mick. Hello, Guy. Yes, Overwatch. All right. So we're gonna trade Brandon Stevens. I don't think there's any value for him. Jerome Baker. Oh yikes, that is bad value. Do I throw him with Stiggers too? Still Jerome Baker. I just don't even know what we like. What do I need here? We don't need a safety. I don't really need a linebacker. I mean, maybe we've got maybe a D tackle. Yeah, let's well, I guess we could just look for a draft pick. All right. Let's just try to get a draft pick from somebody. I don't even know who would want him. I don't really care either. Browns, you want to give me a second for Brandon Stevens? That's not bad, actually. What if I give you a 5th as well? And do you want Adonai Mitchell? Two guys I was going to trade away. We get a second-round pick. All right. And then let me go get I've got 2 roster spots to play with. So let's go sign, I don't know. What do we want? Miles Murphy? Give me another edge rusher. And we said D tackle, right? So is there a D tackle that I'd like? Jordan Phillips? No, I don't really care about that. Just grab another wide receiver because I might need some depth. Now that I've traded away Mitchell, we'll do that. All right. Those are those last 2 roster spots. So, good. All right. We have made our moves. We've acquired some picks. We've sold at the deadlines so that we have some cash for the Jets this offseason. We've sold the 2 guys I looked at that were depth that I didn't want to bring back. I mean, I could sell Brownlee too, but honestly, he's not expensive at all. So, I don't need him, but we'll wait till the end of the season. I think it'll be what we'll do. All right, let's advance. Both teams in playoff hunts. Five and 3 Jets. We have a DB breakout going into this next week. It's going to be Malachi Moore again. We are the #1 passing offense. I think Mendoza is going to throw for over 5,000 yards this season. Andre Cisco now. I'm going to go no expectations because we didn't hit it with the last one. Madden 18. Oh, could I go back to that day when the Browns had Baker? Okay, Giants are 8-1. They beat the Commanders on that one, so we are now 8-1, taking on the Bears next. As all around, this team is just amazing. We drafted him in 2018. Oh, Madden 18 is 27. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. That was the draft class that it was. Yeah, I forgot about that. I want to go back to 2018 when we had him. Is basically what I'm trying to say, because we drafted him in 2018. But Giants 9-1 weekly award. Cordell Flott with a pick, a forced fumble, and 2 fumble recovers, and Jamie and Sherwood with a sack and an interception and a forced fumble as well for the Jets. Man, I hope he can go up in a dev trait. I need him to stay healthy this season. Do we have anybody else that I forgot? Do I pay Nubin? No, because I have to wait. I have to wait with this team. I have to wait with this team because we have to pay Dart and Carter. Just a fun like stacking the books in 2018. It's not a bad idea, honestly. Team overall's a 98. Did you just go get everybody? All right, so we get a bunch of breakouts. Oh, we saw the Sherwood thing. So DB breakout, that was for Cisco. Yeah. Getting DB breakouts is like, I can't even say hit and miss because it's just miss. It's just always miss. All right, receiver breakout. Carnell Tate, right? Jordan Tyson. Where do you rank him? Top 10. Where are we at right now with this team? 6-3. #1 passing offense in the league. Carnell Tate's 3rd in rushing. Scatabo is third in receiving. Scatabo is 2nd in rushing, despite the missed week that he had. No Mike Evans for you. Mike Evans must stay a buck. Okay. All right. So, Jets. Can we beat the Raiders? I mean, we should be able to beat the Raiders. They're 2-8. Might have 2 playoff teams here in a minute. We won 30-21. We are 7-3. First offense, first passing offense. I think the Giants are second. So, but that's also because they have more of a rushing offense because of Scatabo. Scatabo's at 10 touchdowns. He needs 16 to hit his goal. Jets with a winning record in what universe? Mendoza being MVP. Jordan Tyson did not have a good game, it looks like. Kept his superstar development trait. We ignore those things. Those things have never happened before. I don't know what you're talking about. Bills are still really good offensively, though. Yeah, well, yeah, we're in this position because look at Fernando Mendoza has 3,000 yards right now. Like, that's why we're in this position. All right, let's upgrade some players quick. With the Jets, Malachi Moore goes up, Tyler Barron goes up. And let's switch over to the Giants again. We're going to be 10-1 or we're going to be 9-2? 10-1. We beat the Eagles 28-3. But somebody got hurt. Okereke got hurt. So. All right. Can we keep it up with both teams? The Giants with more of a running offense, thanks to big Cam Scatabo. Just getting his way into the end zone. He's up to superstar dev, of course, this season. Jamal Amos. I might not have to replace Okereke, actually. That's going to be nice. Because I think that Jamal Amos guy might actually be good enough. All right, next week. Can we stay a one-loss New York Giants team going into next week? 24-16. Giants win again. If we take a look at the playoff picture right now, the Jets are the 6th seed, so they must have just lost. And the Giants, while hidden, are going to be very obviously the number 1 team in the NFC. So we've got 2 playoff teams right now. And 2 powerful offenses as well. So Giants are 11-1. Now that does happen a lot. I've noticed that the Giants are actually very, very good in the simulation because of Dart and Scatabo. And I guess just the amount of edge rushers that they have too. All right. Focus players. For the Giants, we don't really have any needs per se. So first round pick, which would be a late first round pick, I need to hit something. We thought about wide receiver, but I think I'll shoot for that later. We have our tackles set. Oh, there's a first round guard that's on This is why you take interior offensive linemen. Okay. I don't need to take any of them early. Or do I? Jeff Drayton. All right. What else is available here? We don't need tackles because we traded for the 1. Giants don't need an edge rusher. I could look at like strength rating for those guys. Let's take a look at corner, I guess. We don't need one. But why not? Look there. And then high awareness. Let's try Nico Aguayo, maybe? And I think it scouted us Sam Barry was who else it wanted us to look at. So we'll take a look at all 3 of those guys. There's so many interior offensive linemen. That's going to be great for us to potentially draft with the later picks. So now let's go take a look at the Jets, who seemingly lost this past week. To the Bills, yeah. Okay, so they lost last week. Okay. 7-4. But looks like we have Washington, Miami, Dallas. Okay. We might be okay. Especially with just a super powered offense. Maybe that's all you need. I mean, that should be all we need. All right, Jets. What do we need here? So we already know those interior offensive line are great. We don't need tackles. They do need interior offensive line, but we said we're looking at edge rusher potentially for this team. So tackle. Do I know any block shedding? Okay. That's an A block shedding rating. That's usually very good for an edge rusher. Finesse move B, BB. Yeah, I don't think that guy's gonna be good. Let's go. Do we know physicals yet? We don't. Okay. Any of these other traits? Okay, we can look at Tony Perriman. He's a first-round pick, potentially. And then we looked at this. I think we're scouting safeties, so we're looking at those. So, man, Sam Berry guy's gonna be good. There's elite. Let's take a look at Ben Seymour. That's what we're gonna look at, I guess, for this team too. We need defense for the Jets. I think we need defense for the Giants too. I think both of our offenses are actually pretty well set, so we're in good shape there. Can the Jets beat the Commanders to advance up to 8-4? Win the game over 300 yards passing. Yeah. Mendoza did throw 44 times. By the way, also, we had 39 rushing yards. So 20-17. That was a close one, but we do get the victory there. So we are now sitting at still the 6 for us in that one. We have the Jets, or we have the Dolphins next. They're 3-9. Should be able to win that game. Let's upgrade our players and go take a look back at the New York Football Giants. Who had a bye. So they are 11-1. They are going to be taking on the Cowboys. They should win that game easily, but let's just see if they got a breakout anywhere. No breakouts, but we got some upgraded players. Let's go take down the Cowboys, who are bad. Tyler Newman goes up. I don't think we're going to bring him back, so we'll let him walk. All right, let's take down the Cowboys. Go up to 12-1, please. Please. And hope the Jets also beat the Dolphins, too. Yeah, 31-16, we win. Jets are still the 6, so they must have won. As we are up to 12-1 after a 31-16 win over the Cowboys. The Giants, Jackson Dart and Cam Scatabo. All we needed was to draft a left guard, a center, and trade for a right tackle. That's all we needed. Because we're the 3rd best offense and the number 1 defense in the league. And it's not Malik Neighbors. It's Wan'Dale Robinson. Cam Scatabo leading the league in rushing. Leading the league with rushing touchdowns as well. So, surprisingly, with a run-first offense. Cam Scatabo. I put Jackson Dart in the thumbnail. I put Jackson Dart in the title. This is about Cam Scatabo more than anybody. We have the Dolphins next with this team. So let's go take a look back at the Jets, who I believe are going to have beat the Dolphins for them to still be in the 6th slot in the playoffs. 9-4. 38-14. They do win that one. That goes to Demarion Overshown. Gets that 15 tackles, 1 pick. Look at Jonathan Taylor's 227 and 4 touchdowns. 2 injuries, though. Elijah Sherwood. No! 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 You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh my God, Mendoza. So we lose Elijah Vera Tucker, who has given up 3 sacks so far this year, but defensively, we lose him again. I went past it. 104 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 pick so far on the year. Jamie and Sherwood. Our edge rush, or our pass rush has been bad, but we haven't had Arvell Reese, who is back. But all right. Also, Mendoza not leading the way in the MVP race, probably because of the rushing. Dart's not up there either, but I think the Giants are passing less. So, oh my God! All right, well, we lose Sherwood again. Back-to-back years, we lose him. That sucks. That's really disappointing, actually. All right, beat the 3-10 Cowboys, please. Beat the 3-10 Cowboys. Get us to 10-4 with the Jets, please. That I don't see win the game. Did we lose to the? You gotta be kidding me. The Jets are gonna jet. We lose to a 3-10 team. We're 9-5, and now we lose Arvell Reese again. The Giants are 13-1 at least. Okay, we're gonna take pride in that happening. Oh my God. Okay, so right now we are 1 game up. So the Jets are 1 game up. We have the Texans, Jags, and Colts left. So we have an AFC South, which is the worst division. So the Jets can take down the AFC South 3 games in a row. They'll make the playoffs. They don't got to win all 3. That's with no pass rush and no defense. This is straight up just going to be whatever Mendoza can do for this team. We'll go back to the Giants in case we got like a dev trade or something like that, but this is a Fernando Mendoza show. All right, so we win that game with them. They're going to take the Dolphins left. The Giants might have already clinched their division. The Eagles are bad. The Commanders are bad. The Cowboys are bad. I think they've already clinched the playoffs. Yeah, they've already clinched the 1 seed. They can take a break if they wanted to. So Giants are already clinched as the 1 seed with 3 weeks left to go. The New York Football Giants with a 31-17 win. Let's go, New York. All right. So Mendoza's at 4,820. Dude, he's going to break the passing record. He had to have won if he got that. So Giants win again. 14-1. Jackson Dart goes up. Jackson Dart should be an X factor after this season, I would think. Even if he's not doing a lot. We'll have to see what his stats he ends up putting up, but yeah. Giants are in fantastic position. So, this is going great. Year 3 is going phenomenal for us right now. Can we hold that up? Can the Jets also make the playoffs? Did they beat the Texans? 38-20 they did. We got some weekly awards. We got Fernando Mendoza, 412 and 4 passing touchdowns, with 2 former Jets getting Offensive Player of the Week on the other side. Okay, we have 2 more injuries again. Oh my God. They don't want us to win. They're seeing the Jets in position to make the playoffs, and the game's like, no, not realistic. Not going to happen. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. All right. We lose 2 linemen, our 2 defensive players, and our receiving back. Braylon Allen is the receiving back now, but Mendoza does have 4,800 yards already. So, okay. 2 weeks to go. We're still only 1 game up on the Pats, and I think we lost to them already. I don't know if we have tiebreaker because we lost to the Bills, so I don't know if we'll be able to hold on to it. So this is down to 2 games where we've got the Jags and the Colts. for Fernando Mendoza. Please clinch it. Let the Pats lose and us could beat the Jags. Please. Win the game. We beat the Jags. All right. Sweet. So we beat the Jags despite not having any offensive linemen left. You can see Mendoza had 264 and 3 touchdowns through a pick, but whatever. Braylon Allen had like 9 rushes. We win barely 24-21. Who got hurt this time? We lost Harrison Phillips now too. Did we make the playoffs? We are leading our division. We are not clinched in the playoffs yet. We are leading our division. We are not clinched in the playoffs yet. Mendoza has 5,000 yards. All right. Scatabo did lose the rushing lead to Jonathan Taylor. We need the Jets to just. I saw breaking news on the about the Giants, by the way, on the right side. Okay, QB battle. I saw breaking news and my brain went to, don't tell me Jackson Dart got hurt before the playoffs. All right. To the Giants. They had a new injury. Don't be Cam. Okay. Juwan Briggs, it doesn't really matter. All right. Weekly awards this week. Dart had 322 and 3 touchdowns. Joe Burrow is trying to catch Mendoza, by the way. He's not gonna, but hey, Mendoza is in range. He would need to have like 400 yards against the Colts. I'm not going to sim with this team. We're going to sim with the Jets. I just want to upgrade the Giants. Scatabo's not going to hit that rushing touchdowns goal that he had, by the way, unless he can get 3 on the ground this week. I don't think he'll do it, but all right. We're going to switch back to the Jets. Are we going to be a playoff team with the New York Jets? The Giants have already clinched the 1 seed. Are we going to be able to beat Jonathan Taylor and clinch the playoffs with the New York Jets? Win the game! Win the game! We won 348 and 2 for Mendoza. Or 340 and 2 for Mendoza. We stopped Riley Leonard and the Colts in that one. And we're going to take it. We are making the playoffs. The Jets make the playoffs behind 5,424 passing yards for Fernando Mendoza. Oh, my God. We're going to go in injured, but we are the 1 seed. The Bills missed the playoffs. 2 weeks ago, they were out, or they were in. Every single team that was in won except for them. Wow. All right. Well, we're going to get this XP boost for Fernando Mendoza. Because he hit it. I mean, MVP level numbers, too. And we'll upgrade him because he'll get that XP boost for the playoffs. As he is going to be a 95 overall quarterback. Fernando Mendoza. Dude, I think he was like a 74 when we drafted him. Like, he wasn't even, like, he just developed so fast. Okay. Let's go back to the Giants. Scatabo, I don't believe, hit his goal. So that's too bad for him. Did the Giants stay 16-1? They did. They did. We had 1 loss. It was to the Chiefs. So Scatabo probably didn't. No, but he led the league in rushing. He missed those games, so he didn't hit his goal. 16 touchdowns was. I hope that doesn't hurt his morale. We went 16-1. We went 16-1, Cam. But hey, respect. Who got hurt going into the playoffs? Jamal Amos. But we have a bye with the Giants, so we're going to be in good position there. let's go take a look at all of the seasons that we have here. We're going to upgrade everybody as we go take a look at our seasons, the stats that we put together this year. So for the Giants, starting off 4,159 yards, 32 touchdowns to 10 picks for Jackson Dart with 68% completion percentage. A phenomenal year by him. Only got sacked 29 times. That is the investment in the offensive line that we did this offseason. 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns for Cam Scatabo this year. 5 for Najee Harris, who we picked up. Can thank you, Tony, for telling us to bring in Najee. He did pretty good with 3 touchdowns there for Jackson Dart as well. That is with Scatabo missing a game. So now we have for passing 1458 and 12 for Wan'Dale Robinson, 909 and 4 for Malik Neighbors, 795 and 7 for Kenyon Sadiq, and 411 and 5 for Rondale Moore, 299 for Isaiah Bond. So decent there for the receiving. Evan Neal, but look at how much. That improvement of having Talisa Fuaga was amazing. All right. Defensively, D. Winters, we brought him in. 113 tackles, 4.5 sacks. Our sacks leader, we had Carter back this year, 14 sacks. Lawrence had 9. Burns had 8. Winters had 4.5 interceptions. Kind of an all-around effect. We didn't get many turnovers, but 2, 2, 2, and 1. These numbers do go down generally a couple years into the sim. So, Giants, look, we have pass rush. That's the big important thing. We have pass rush here, and we didn't even get to see everybody really play. Thibodeau had a half a sack. He didn't even play that much. Look, he played 17 games, but he only played 454 downs this season. That's how good we are defensively with the Giants. Taking a look at the Jets, whose defense is much worse. They had 114 tackles from Tony Adams, 110 from... You never want to see a corner with over 100. Sherwood had 104 before he got hurt again. Sacks leader, Will McDonald at 8 because Arvell Reese got hurt. Harrison Phillips at 6.5. Reese had 5. Johnson at 4.5. 4.5 for Timmy Glover. So we're going to hope that there's a free agent edge rusher for the Jets that we can sign opposite Arvell Reese this upcoming year. 2 picks for Overshown, 2 for Scott. Yeah, not the defense is not here for the Jets. But offensively, 5,424 passing yards. 38 touchdowns to 7 picks for Fernando Mendoza. On the ground, Tajay Spears did get 10 touchdowns, which is great, despite missing those last 2 games. 5 for Braylon Allen. Mendoza didn't get any. But look at the receiving numbers. Carnell Tate, 16, 39, and 17 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson had 121 catches this year for 14, 32, and 10 touchdowns. 12, 50, and 7 for Jordan Tyson. Mason Taylor had 591 and 3, and Spears did have 241. What a offensive juggernaut. By the way, we have all these guys under contract. This team is going to stick with the exact same roster offensively for the next 3 years. We are just focusing on building the Jets defense up because it is bad. But also, yikes for Membu and Fashanu. Yikes. We can blame a little of that probably on Mendoza, but yikes there. So, now that we've seen that, let's take a look at league leaders. Because we should have some very easily. Tackles leader is Jack Campbell of the Lions with 170. Sacks leader this year is going to be 18 from Micah Parsons. Anyway there. Picks leader this year, 6 tied between Christian Gonzalez and AJ Terrell. Obviously, we weren't going to get defensive numbers as league leaders because we had 2 top offenses this year. The league leader in passing is going to be Fernando Mendoza with 5,424 yards at a point to the tally. Touchdown leader this year is going to be Mendoza's going to get beat out by Josh Allen, who might take away his MVP too, but he did also miss the playoffs. So, what do you value? That extra 1,500 yards or the 4 touchdowns? Michael Penix was second in there as well. We take a look at rushing. League leader, Cam Scatabo, 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns, despite missing games. Jonathan Taylor also did miss 3 games too. So the top two running backs both missed games this year. So, but we do lead that way. Do we lead in rushing touchdowns? No. Jahmyr Gibbs takes that along with Pacheco. 1 short for Scatabo from getting the rushing touchdown. But hey, Another point for Cam Scatabo gets us another league leader point. Receiving, Carnell Tate leads in receiving yards with 1639 to lead the way. We don't lead in touchdowns. It's going to go to Devontae Adams of the Rams. But 2 league leaders there. We also did lead in catches, but I don't think I've ever counted receptions, so we won't count that. So 3 league leaders: Mendoza, Scatabo, Carnell Tate. It's playoff time. It is playoff time. Let's take a look at the playoff bracket. You should have the left side open to see what the Jets have to do. They are the 3 seed. They have to beat the Patriots. If they can beat the Patriots, they would advance to likely take on the winner of the Colts and Steelers. Or no. They're probably going to play the Ravens. What am I talking about? Whereas the Giants have a bye on the opposite side. The other teams on the NFC side, the 2 seed is Atlanta Falcons. The Bears are the 7. So there's a chance we will play either the Bears, Cardinals, Bucks, or Rams. We will not be playing the Packers or the Falcons. And if we can take down the Rams or the Bucks, guess what? We're going to see gameplay. All right. Jets time. So let me switch back over to the Jets. And let's get ourselves ready for the playoffs. Please let the Jets not crumble here. Now, they are really injured. They do not have defense. Can they stop Drake May, who is the 3rd best offense? So we are the 17th best defense. They're the 23rd best defense. These are teams that don't play much defense. That's crazy with a Mike Vrabel coach team and an Aaron Glenn. Both of our coaches are defensive coordinators, and neither of us play defense. Jets versus Patriots to advance to the second round of the playoffs. Can we win a playoff game with the New York Jets? I see win the division, but I don't see win the game. The Jets are out. The Jets are out. They lost another D tackle. Let's go take a look at the playoff bracket. How did we lose? 27-20. We gave up a touchdown in the 4th. Mendoza only threw for 1 touchdown. We could not stop Drake May at all. Played amazing. And Braylon Allen obviously isn't going to do much on the ground, but yeah, you can't do much about that. We could not stop Drake May. Drake May is going to beat us. So, hey, we have made the playoffs with the Jets. It is possible. On the other side, the 7-seeded Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams advanced to play the Giants. Let's just take a look at that box score quick. So they won 35-10. Pretty good. Behind Caleb Williams. 3 touchdowns for him. No picks. Swift. Caleb Williams. All right. Well, let's go look at the Giants. It's time. This is the chance. This is the team that could possibly do something. I mean, they're 16-1, playing a 9-8 playoff team. You know we're gonna lose. We're 100% gonna lose this game. We are gonna lose this game. I already know it. Beat the Bears. Please 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 beat the Bears. We want to see gameplay. We want to see gameplay. We want to see gameplay. Woo! We do. We lose somebody, though. We are going to see gameplay. But we are not going to have Andrew Thomas as we take on the defending NFL Super Bowl champion Green Bay Packers and the NFL sack leader, Micah Parsons. So we lose our left tackle just in time for Micah. How'd we do this game? So we dropped 37. Dart had 3 touchdowns and a pick. Got sacked 3 times. Scatabo at 123 on the ground. I love this rushing team. Okay. But like I said, we did lose our guy. So what can we do? It is time. We are going to jump in and we're going to watch a football game. I'm going to hide my camera for a moment so that way we can do the intro sequence. And Play the full game. In New York, Packers, Giants. To advance to the Super Bowl, can we take down the defending Super Bowl champions here in MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey? Let's turn the gameplay audio on as Jackson Dart is going to come up there. Sorry if it's loud. I'm going to actually turn it down for you guys because I normally turn it way down. It is Giants versus Packers. They're 11-6. They were one of the better teams. They were obviously the not the 2 seed, but they were still very good. We are 16-1 behind Jackson Dart and Cam Scatabo, hoping to lead us to the promised land to take on the winner of the Chargers and the Steelers. Welcome to MetLife in the cold. All right, I'll put the cam back on. And let's get ready for this. I should change the music up probably. We need something a little bit more intense here, I think. So let's find something a little bit more dramatic, I think. I need but I still want to make it copyright free so I don't like mess up the video. Or do we go silence? Let's go silence. We'll go silence for this. All right. So normal. Here we go. Jump forward to the end of the game. All right, here we go. Starting off this NFC Championship game with a touchback. The Packers are going to start with a 3-yard rush from Josh Jacobs. Then a negative rush for Josh Jacobs as we get 2 stops there. 4th and 8 after the incomplete for Jordan Love. Let's advance with the punt. Devin Bale, 45 yards. We're going to get it with the fair catch for Joe Walsh. Let's see what we can do. Negative rush by Scatabo to start it off. Remember, we do not have Thomas, and then a screen pass goes backwards. So 3rd and 13, 7 yards to Scatabo. We're going to have to punt that away. So not much for those guys right away, but we do punt it to the 5 with Jamie Gillen. So we are okay. So 6-yard rush for Josh Jacobs makes it 2nd and 4. And then Malik Hatcher with another rush there. 3-yard negative goes to 2nd and 13 for the Green Bay Packers. Another negative rush makes it 3rd and 16. 9-yard pass to Dubs isn't going to be enough. 4th and 7. They're going to punt it to us. Short punt for Bales. We're going to get the ball on the 35 now. So here we are. 10-yard pass to Rondale Moore. Then we are going to get a 3-yard rush for Rondale Robinson. 48-yard line. Incomplete for Dart. Makes it 2nd and 10 on the 48. And a 12-yard pass to Malik Neighbors. Puts us on the 40-yard line. 1-yard rush for Jackson Dart makes it to the 39, and a pass to Scatabo brings us to the 26-yard line. Incomplete for Dart to the 26, 2nd and 10. 3rd and 1 after the rush by Scatabo. Puts us on the 18-yard line. Another rush for Scatabo gets us first down in the red zone on the 15. Kenyon Sadiq, we are on the 2, and Malik Neighbors is going to give us a early lead. We take a lead in the first quarter, 7-0 after the touchdown for Malik Neighbors from Jackson Dart. The Packers are going to start off with 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Slow first quarter is going to end up putting us in good position as Josh Jacobs gets a negative rush to start that off, and they're going to have to punt it away. I'm confused, but okay. All right. 3-yard rush for Scatabo makes it 3rd and 7 on the 8, and we get out of that one. So Wandale Robinson for 15 yards. I was confused because it said, caught by Troy, who is Troy Pride Jr., but it didn't count because it was a Packer, and I was like, I don't have that guy. All right, so a couple little dink and dunk moves. A 2nd and we lost Scatabo. All right, Scatabo just got hurt, so 3rd and 3 on the 41. Oh, never mind, he's fine. 4th and 1, it's just not going to be enough yards, and we go for it and don't complete it. The risky move from Brian Dable is not going to be enough. Can we stop them? We have played great defense so far against Green Bay. 13-yard pass to Jaden Reed is going to kind of shut me up a little bit as they get their second first down of the day. 2nd and 7 on the 24. Jaden Reed onto the 11. The CPU scores in this position. They normally don't ever fail. So 2-yard rush, 3rd and 10. They'll get an 11-yard pass here. Never mind. Bobby Okereke get the sack. 4th and 17. Jake Bates. Now with the Packers going to take the field goal. We're up 7-3 with 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. Low scoring game to start. Penalty on Edge Cooper. Is going to give us a ball. Wait. What? What happened? Okay. All right. We have to do something quick. So I don't like, they didn't show us what happened. So did we get a interception or How did they get the ball back there? Okay, so he threw a pick. It just didn't show. Edge Cooper must have got a penalty on it. So Dart threw a pick, probably to Edge Cooper. Edge Cooper got a penalty, but it didn't matter. So 10-7 Green Bay Packers. So annoying. All right, 5 minutes left here in the second quarter after the pick for Dart leads to a Green Bay score. So we're down 10-7. All right, here we go. What can we do now? Scatabo gets 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Another 11 yards for Scatabo. He's going to run angry. Here we go. Sack for Micah Parsons. We said that could be a problem without Andrew Thomas. Rondale Moore gets 7 yards to make it 3rd and 10. But Wan'Dale Robinson, 30 yards, gets us all the way down, and after 2 yards into the red zone. 2nd and 8 on the 19. 3-yard rush for Scatabo makes it 3rd and 5 on the 16. 3-yard rush. It's going to be, that's the 2-minute warning. But Kenyon Sadiq, 16-yard touchdown. We're going to take the lead back over the Green Bay Packers, the defending champions. What are we going to be able to do here? Can we make sure they don't score again? I'm hoping so. In this case, incomplete for Jordan Love. 1-yard catch for Josh Jacobs. Makes it 3rd and 9, but Matthew Golden gets 13 yards. 1:14 left here. Incomplete for Jordan Love. 2nd and 10 on the 34. Another pass for Jaden Reed makes it 3rd and 3 on the 41. And they must have called a timeout. So 3rd and 13 here. But Tucker Kraft gets 23 yards to make it 1st and 10. 2nd and 8 now after a Jordan Love rush. And he throws the ball away. 3rd and 8 on the 45. Penalty on Abdul Carter. But they're not going to get anything out of it. So we're going to get the ball here to start the second half in this one. With the potential to go up. We have 1 pick, but we played great defense outside of that 1 interception, putting them in great field position. So, Scatabo for 4 yards, 1st and 10. Another 3-yard rush for Scatabo as we dink and dunk and slowly move our way down the field. But Jackson Dart gets sacked by Tier Tart, makes it 3rd and 12, but doesn't matter because Malik Neighbors, 27 yards, 1st and 10. 2-yard rush for Jackson Dart is going to make it 2nd and 8. 7-yard rush for Cam Scatabo makes it 3rd and 1. Incomplete for Jackson Dart makes it 4th and 1. They take the field goal. We don't take the field goal. Doesn't matter. Dane Belton with the pick. We get the ball right back, so we get our interception. We are in good position now. Pass to Jamie Rush for a couple yards, 3rd and 1. A 6-yard rush for Cam Scatabo. Dane Belton get a pick to put us in position. We're up to the 6-yard line after the pass to Rondale Moore. Rush for Scatabo down to the 1. Just give him the yard. Let him punch it in. Scatabo punches it in. We are up 21-10 with 5:59 left here in the third. What? All right, here we go. Can we continue this? Great defense. Drew Phillips knocks a pass away from Jordan Love. Jawan Briggs with a sack for 8 yards. Pass incomplete for Jordan Love. 4th and 18. They punt the ball to us. And Joe Walsh returns it to the 37. 0-yard rush for Scatabo as we get stopped. 2nd and 10. Incomplete for Jackson Dart makes it 3rd and 10. And Isaiah McDuffie, 2 picks on the day for Jackson Dart, as it is 21-10 now after the second pick for Dart. And Green Bay is going to rush 4th and inches down on the 19. Can we get another stop here? Nope, we cannot. Josh Jacobs gets another rush. So Dart not playing great so far in this playoff game. 3-yard rush, 3rd and inches after the pass to Matthew Golden. Going into the 4th, Jaden Reed scores a touchdown. 21-16 after they don't complete the 2-point conversion. So can we just get the ball, move it slowly. A lot of Scatabo, please. I need Dart to not throw another pick. 6-yard rush for Scatabo. 1st and 10 on the 41. Rashawn Gary gets a sack. Scatabo for 6 yards. To 3rd and 11. Kenyon Sadiq, 16 yards. It's a 1st and 10. We're moving this ball slowly. There's 11 minutes left here. 2nd and 10. But 2 incomplete passes is not going to run the clock either. Doesn't matter if you find Isaiah Bond for 26 yards. Incomplete down to the 18-yard line. Pass knocked away by Carrington Valentine. 3rd and 10 on the 18. 5-yard pass to Malik Neighbors. Just take the extra points, please. 30-yard field goal, Charlie Smith. We are up 8 points on the Green Bay Packers, 24-16. 9 minutes left in the NFC title game with a chance to go to the Super Bowl. 4-yard rush for Jordan Love. Bobby Brown does get hurt on that play. Tucker Kraft for 6 yards. 3rd and inches on the 40. Incomplete for Jordan Love. 4th and inches on the 40. They punt it. It's a great punt. They get it down to the 2. Wan'Dale gets us out of the hole. So 8-yard line after the catch. Another pass to Scatabo gets us 6.5 minutes left here. Scatabo with a 1-yard rush makes it 2nd and 9. Tyler Needham gets hurt on that play. Jackson Dart with an 8-yard rush. 3rd and 1, 2-yard rush. 1st and 10 now. Out of the 32-yard line. Pass knocked away by A.J. Harris. 2nd and 10. But penalty on Dominique Orange makes it 2nd and 5. 4 minutes left. Quay Walker knocks away a pass. I'm scared. Why are we passing the ball so much? Wan'Dale Robinson hurt. 11 yards, but he does get hurt. Scatabo, 309. 301 from Scatabo. They have no timeouts left. We are down to 249 for Scatabo. 201. We're going to hit that 2-minute warning with Scatabo doing enough. Pass knocked away. 4th and 5. We take the field goal. We are up 2 possessions with less than 2 minutes. Green Bay has no timeouts. What are they going to do? They are probably just going to dart us down the field, but I don't think they're going to have the time. Michael Trigg, 8 yards. Michael Trigg, 7 yards. Knocked away by Okereke. And we are advancing to the Super Bowl. The New York Giants, behind Jackson Dart and Cam Scatabo, are going to the Super Bowl here in 2027, 2028, technically, when the bowl is actually happening. But year 3, we do it. We have Dart on this day, gets 258, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. The Concussion Brothers don't make smart plays, but it doesn't matter when you win games. Honestly, what carried us through this game was the defense. We didn't get sacks, so those numbers aren't really going to look great. I didn't see a lot of sacks here, but man, they could not move the ball at all. Okereke had a sack. That was about it there. Interceptions. Dane Belton had the big one, but they couldn't move the ball. We held Josh Jacobs, who was a fantastic running back, to 15 yards. And Jordan Love, 160 yards. That's the difference between the Giants and the Jets. The defense. All right. You know what that means? It is Super Bowl time. I don't know who I want. Do I want the Steelers or do I want the Chargers? I think the Chargers are a better team, but the Steelers also have TJ Watt, and we don't have Andrew Thomas. So, and who did we lose this game? How much? Okay. Minor injury, please. Week to week. Broken thumb. All right. It's going to be down to Cam Scatabo. It's going to be down to Cam Scatabo. Hey, this is all you could ever ask for, right? In the playoffs, Cam Scatabo and Jackson Dart are the 2 guys that are going to have to lead us there. Player recognition. That's got to be Scatabo. I'm not even going to look at the Jets. We're just going to focus here. It's for Jackson. All right. So we would get that scenario for the Jets, but we're not even going to look at it, by the way. We're going to focus. The Chargers advance. It is going to be a Chargers-Giants. It's the Eli Manning Bowl. It's the Phillip Rivers Bowl. For the Super Bowl. I should probably turn the sound back off because I know it's doing noises and stuff. All right. How did they do in the AFC game? Herbert had 394, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, and a rushing touchdown. Ramsey had a pick 6 in that game. So it was close, but all right. To the Super Bowl. To the Super Bowl. Jackson Dart, Cam Scatabo, nobody else. Malik Neighbors technically, but Wan'Dale Robinson has been our guy, so it's really all about him. We should have upgrades for Scatabo here, because I think these upgrades are going to get pushed out here. Yep. So give me the upgrade. He is an X Factor. Cam is up to an X Factor. He's played 1 healthy season, and he is an X Factor. Need to give him a trait. We're going to give him disciplined and run over. And abilities, I want Truz. He has Truz. He got trust. That's awesome. Okay. We are the number 1 defense in the league and the number 4 offense. They are the number 8 offense and the number 5 defense. Weekly strategy. We're going to do it all. All right. I like that. I like that. Actually, let me spend some on my coach. What can I do here? So we are going to, I don't care about the development stuff for this. This is an important game. We want probably running boosts. So where is a running back boost? I mean, we could do that. Yeah. Let's put on Island Kings because we need to be able to stop Herbert. So that'll be our defensive trait. Do we have any other offensive ones that matter? Awareness, pass block. Yep. Riot shield. And I don't really need that one, but okay, we'll go to the weekly strategy. Okay, I don't really care about that one. We're going to put on Island Kings. And I don't care about that one. I want the pass block one. All right. Hey, I'm trying to make this as good as possible. West Coast. West Coast. All right, confirm. All right. It's bowl time, baby. It's bowl time. Let's upgrade the guys. Can we win with the New York Giants? I'm a little congested. Let me go fix my nose quick before I start this. So I want to make sure I'm not like struggling here. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go fix my nose and that will be good. I don't want to blow my nose on screen. So I'll get that ready. All right. Here we are. It is time. It is exactly what you've been waiting for. Jackson Dart, Cam Scatabo versus Justin Herbert. And I don't even know who else. Quentin Johnston. Let's get to the bowl. Here we are. Play the full game. I don't know where this bowl's going to be at. Is this one the one in Tampa? We are way better. We are the much better teams. But can we hold it? I'm going to take the cam off. And let's do this. For the Super Bowl. Here we are. New York Giants. Jackson Dart in his first career Super Bowl versus Justin Herbert. in his first career Super Bowl. Giants, Chargers, the Eli Manning Super Bowl. Here it is. Can we take down the best team in the these are clearly the number one team in the NFC and the number one team in the AFC. Let me put the cam back on as we get prepared. The best defense in the league. Can we do it again with the best defense? I feel like that's the Giants' strategy. They need to have a great defense. So, to the end of the game we go for the Giants. We do not have Wan'Dale Robinson anymore. We are playing with a bunch of, with Malik Neighbors and a bunch of random other guys. Dexter Lawrence, sexy Dexy, gets a sack to start us in the first drive, but Trey Harris does get a first down to the 46. Aronde Gadsden, I don't know how to say his name, Gadsden, I think. 3rd and 2 after the Hampton rush. Another first down for Amarian Hampton gets us to the 42. 9-yard rush for Amarian Hampton gets him to the 34. 5-yard rush for Ray Davis gets the first down as they're moving the ball pretty easily with the running game here. Another rush for Ray Davis. Look at the running offense. They know we have great pass rush, so they're going straight at Dexter Lawrence every play. Ray Davis with a negative 3-yard rush. Pass to Keandre Lambert-Smith for 4 yards, 4th and 13. Cameron Dicker misses a 27-yarder. We are saved. Rondale Moore with an 8-yard catch, 4-yard rush for Cam Scatabo. 3-yard rush for Cam Scatabo. By the way, so without Wan'Dale Robinson, our receiving core is a little bit thin. So we get 4th and 7 after the incomplete passes. It is going to be this season, and maybe I shouldn't have traded away Theo Johnson because I thought that we were going to be in a bit different position. It is going to be Malik. Intercept Bobby Okereke. I'm going to have to bring you back, baby. 2 picks in the last 2 games. Scatabo puts us in position 3rd and 1 out of the 19. 6-yard rush for Scatabo. 1st and 10 on the 12. 3-yard rush for Jackson Dart brings us to the 10 at the end of the first quarter. But John Franklin Myers with the sack makes it 3rd and 16. Scatabo gets negative yards. 4th and 17. Take the field goal. We get it for Charlie Smith. So big thing that I was trying to say right there. Before Okereke saved us with that one. We are down to Malik Neighbor. The defense, D. Winters with the fumble recovery. I can't even speak. I want to talk about how bad our offense is going to be, and it doesn't matter. 4th and 12 on the 35. That's a long one for Charlie Smith, but he makes it 52-yarders. So we're not scoring touchdowns because we can't pass. So once again, as I try to speak, our number 2 receiver is Rondale Moore. Our number 3 receiver is Isaiah Bond. And so we really only have Malik Neighbors and Kenyon Sadiq. I have to pause for a second. What just happened? What just happened? I'm like monologuing. I need to keep monologuing forever. If I monologue forever, good things will continue to happen. Darius Masaha gets a fumble recovery for a touchdown. We're up 13-0 after 2 fumbles and a pick. Our offense has done nothing so far in this game. It doesn't matter when you're the number 1 defense. Marion Hampton with 7-yard rush, 2nd and 3. Pass knocked away by Drew Phillips. For that one, 3rd and 3, 7-yard rush for Hampton. So far it seems like when they pass, they're going to struggle because they can run every time. But 2nd and 7, Gadsden gets 7 yards, 3rd and inches. 2-yard rush for Ray Davis gets him a 1st and 10 to the 44. 8-yard rush for Ray Davis gets him 2nd and 2. Incomplete for Justin Herbert makes it 3rd and 2. And Xander Horvath gets the first down as they get to the 31. Another rush for Justin Herbert. A lot of running for the Chargers. Pass thrown away. 3rd and 4 down to the 26. But Trey Harris gets a catch to the 15. They'll probably score here now. 14 yards for Trey Harris down to the 1. Horvath goes backwards, but somebody will get in here. Ladd McConkey, 3-yard touchdown. The Chargers are on the board, 13-7. All right, we need some offense to go now. I need to see Scatabo get some rushing yards. They must have a really good defensive line because they have been stopping him. 7-yard rush for Scatabo. 7-yard rush for Scatabo. He did have 28 carries last game. 3-yard catch for Scatabo to make it to the 47. Dart throws the ball away. 3rd and 7 on the 47. 7-yard catch for Rondale Moore makes it 4th and inches. We got to go for that. We punt it? He's gone for much weirder plays. I don't know why he's playing conservative when we're up, but okay. 6-yard rush for Xander Horvath as they run with the fullback. Incomplete for Herbert. Makes it 3rd and 4 on the 40. But Trey Harris for 20 yards. He's like their really only target. We've just seen him and Gadsden so far. Keandre Lambert-Smith for 8 yards. 3rd and 2. They lose Connor McGovern. 3rd and 2 on the 32. Gadsden gets 5 yards to the 27. As that's the end of the half. We're going to get the ball 13-10. They did make the field goal there at the end there. They didn't show us that it happened. So we're up 13-10. We still have had like no offense yet this game. 3rd and 8 after Derwin James knocks it away. Malik Neighbors for 13 yards gets the first down as Dart throws it away again. 2nd and 10 on the 45. Thrown away for Dart again. 3rd and 10 on the 45. Penalty on Junior Colson saves the day. Negative 3-yard rush for Scatabo. 9-yard catch for Scatabo. 3rd and 4. Pass thrown away again as we're going to have to take another field goal. Never mind. We go for that one. Why do you go for it on 4th and 4 and not on... Okay, Darius Alexander gets a sack. 2nd and 15. Pass thrown away for Justin Herbert. 3rd and 15. Hampton gets 5 yards. 4th and 11. And J.K. Scott punts it. Man, this offense is rough today. 9-yard catch for Malik Neighbors. 7-yard rush for Cam Scatabo. 1st and 10. 7-yard rush for Scatabo. Makes it to the 48. 4-yard rush for Scatabo. They just know what we're doing every play because it's all we have. Scatabo, or we get sacked by Odafe Owe. 2nd and 15, but we get out of that with an 11-yard catch from Rondale Moore to 3rd and 5. 42 yards, Malik Neighbors. We score a touchdown. It is 20-10 as we take a 2-possession lead back. 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. 12-yard catch for Keandre Lambert-Smith. Another pass for Gadsden. 2nd and 4. Pass thrown away for Herbert. 3rd and 4. McConkey gets 11. I need them to run the ball a little bit more again because I like when they were running the clock down now that we're up 2 scores. I don't like that they're passing and completing passes. They need to stop doing that. McConkey, 13 yards. They're just darting us down the field. Negative rush for Hampton going into the 4th quarter. 2nd and 14. 3rd and 4 on the 9 for the Chargers. But Trey Harris gets in the end zone. We are going to be up 20-17 in the 4th quarter. Kickoff for Cameron Dicker. Malik Muhammad going to take the ball for a touchback. What can you do, Cam Scatabo? 2nd and 5. Penalty on Broderick Jones, who's the replacement for Andrew Thomas. Pass thrown away by Jackson Dart. Makes it 3rd and 15. Pass dropped by Rondale Moore. 4th and 15. We're going to have to punt the ball. Okay, so a backup tackle puts us in bad position there. Negative 3-yard rush for Marion Hampton. 2nd and 13. Come on, defense. Hampton gets 9 yards on a catch. 3rd and 3. Penalty on Jawan Briggs. 1st and 10 to the 30. Pass knocked away by D. Winters. 2nd and 10. Gadsden gets 6. 3rd and 4 on the 36. But Hampton gets the first down. Okay. Can I talk more about Isaiah Bond and how much I think that Isaiah Bond is one of the reasons why we are going to struggle? If I just continue to talk about Isaiah Bond, then maybe we'll be in a position that will totally be, because our offense has nothing, right? If I just continue to talk about Isaiah Bond and Isaiah Bond and Isaiah Bond and Isaiah Bond, Isaiah Bond, Isaiah Bond. Hey, look, he caught the ball. Oh my God. By the way, we now have the ball on a 2nd and 3 on the 50. Cam Scatabo for 5 yards to the 45 as we get sacked by Odafe Owe because I started not talking about Isaiah Bond. Penalty on Diane Henley to the 29. 1st and 10, 5.5 minutes left here. Pass drop by Scatabo, 2nd and 10 on the 29. 1st and 10 after Scatabo gets 18 yards. Negative 3-yard rush for Scatabo, 2nd and 13 on the 14. 3 yards, 3rd and 10 on the 11. They're calling timeouts. Kenyon Sadiq down to the 1, 1st and goal on the 1-yard line. Dart throws it away. Christian McNair gets hurt on that play, the left guard. But Rondale Moore, 0-yard touchdown. We are going to go up 2 scores on the Chargers as they're going to get the ball back. We are up 10 in this game against the Chargers. Herbert throws it away. Herbert throws it away. Herbert throws it away. 4th and 10. He'll get it here. Yeah. Cordell Flott blows it because, of course, he does. But they're going to get a couple there. Pass knocked away by Newman. I'm going to switch the sim to slow, and we're going to watch a little bit of gameplay here as we have the ball after they turn the ball over. 1st and 10. Dart throwing to Scatabo. Look at the 2 guys, the concussion brothers, as we get a timeout there. First Second and 2 with a minute and a half left. We get to watch as we are going to win a Super Bowl. We are going to win a Super Bowl based with no offense at all. No offense at all this game as we get crushed again in the backfield. I think that's Najee this time. They use their second timeout, 3rd and 4 on the 44. Let's keep going. I think it's still Najee back there instead of Scatabo. That's okay. We're going to run the ball with Najee. Out to the right side. He's going to get through. Najee Harris down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. And the New York Football Giants are going to kneel it down and win the Super Bowl in year 3, 2027, 2028, whatever you want to call it, in this one. Finishing off a near perfect season as we go 18-1 by that marks, beating the Chargers and Justin Herbert. Put a ring on the finger, boys. We've done it. That's a bowl. Drenched Brian Dable in the Gatorade. Cam Scatabo, Jackson Dart. Oh my God. And guess what? We got these guys for a couple more years. Look at Jackson Dart out there. Look at him. Oh my God. I can't believe we won this with that awful offense. That the offense just collapsed because we didn't have Andrew Thomas and we didn't have Wan'Dale Robinson. Man, I need a wide receiver 3. Bad. We've done it. What a game. What a game. Give us the trophy. Hold it up. Give me the trophy. Brian Dable, Super Bowl champion. Just gonna be the 3 plays that we watched. Let's go. That was defense. That was all defense is what we did there. GG's. That's a Super Bowl. So we now have one with the Giants. We've won a Super Bowl. We have 2 more years left, and we have a Super Bowl. Let's go. Let's go. Let's advance the week to the recap week. And let's take a look at how this season ended up going. Season recap. Super Bowl champion, New York Giants, with D. Winters, gets Super Bowl MVP as we take down the Chargers. Joe Burrow gets the MVP, so Fernando Mendoza doesn't get it. It's okay. Coach of the Year goes to Brian Dable. Devontae Adams, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Micah Parsons. Mike Spruce of the Ravens gets the Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Riley Boyle of the Cowboys gets Defensive Player of the Year this season. Wow. Do we have any retirements for our team? I'm going to guess no. At least nobody of importance, I don't think. I mean, Okereke might have retired. Jacoby Brissett retired there for them. Oh, we got it. We did it. We did it. Man, we didn't even have to do much with this team. We just kind of kept it together and built an offensive line. And really, we did it this season. And they were hurt. 16-1. Number 1 defense. That's how you do it. All right, let's go take a look at the Jets. We haven't looked at them in like an hour in real time now. And see where they're at, how this team looked. Did they get any upgrades? Probably. Mendoza might have gotten some. Carnell Tate did. See X Factor or Superstar maybe? Carnell Tate goes up. Look, we did a great job drafting for this team too. Both teams are in a position. Did he get +2 speed? All right. Okay. Carnell Tate is a superstar for this team. And Malachi Moore got some ratings. Probably go take a look, make sure I can pay everybody quick as we do this. I think because of the Super Bowl run, I said my original goal was to do years 3, 4, and 5 tonight. Now, because of the Super Bowl run in year 3, I think it's actually best that we just we'll do the off season here, and then we'll do seasons 4 and 5 on Friday. So we get to set ourselves up for the next 2 years to see if we can repeat it. But I think we'll probably not do too much more because I was thinking about it and like look at the time. I was like, we've already been in this stream for 2 hours, and if we are this competitive, I don't know if I have time to stream for 6. Especially because I think the Jets are going to be better if we can build them a defense. So let's build them a defense. So we're going to spend the next hour probably in the offseason trying to build this team up. So looking at the Jets, though. Harrison Phillips. Give him the year. I mean, he's been great. But actually, yeah, that actually makes more sense. We can let him do this. So you guys are going to help me here. Anybody who's still in chat, you guys are going to be the help to build the Jets defense, really. And then we'll see what we can do with the Giants offense, or I guess Giants offense. I mean, the Giants are the best defense. They don't really need to build their defense, but guess what? We're going to probably draft defensive guys because I don't know what else to do with this team. And you're going to help me build this team. Get Micah Parsons. Easy. He just won Defensive Player of the Year on a rival team. Also, oh my God. Can I not? Why is he that expensive? If I reject the option, do you think I can sign him? No, he has no re-sign interest. I'd rather be able to negotiate with him next year. So this team is not going to have any money. Can I bring back Okereke? Yeah, we'll bring back Okereke. Okay, so we have $24 million here. So we're gonna have $24 million to work with for this team. We're bring back Tyler Nubin, but we don't need him. I don't need either of these guys either. Okay. So that's that. We brought everybody back on their options, and we'll see what we can do from there. The big one is going to be what we can do with the I think with the Jets. Jahmyr Gibbs is entering free agency. The Jets do need a running back. I don't know if he'd go there, but Jahmyr Gibbs is going to free agency. Interesting. Okay, all right. I'm not going to pay Nubin. We don't need him. We've got 2 safeties already with sign, and I'll probably draft one with the Giants. And was there any other guys I wanted to negotiate with for the Jets? No, we have $93 million, and I'm gonna let I want to have the most money possible here to go into free agency with. So let's go into free agency and see what is available. How can we make the Jets a contender just like their New York counterpart? In free agency, who is here? Okay. We have some options. Let me see. Jahmyr Gibbs is the top option. $16 million a year. He doesn't want to be there. Joe Alt is here. Too expensive. We need defense. So we have Fashanu and we have Membu. And I think this team needs defense more than anything. And there's Rosengarten, guy who we thought about trading for before. So look, I guess Jonathan Allen. Rashawn Gary with the Jets. Let's take a moment. Let's go back and look at our roster. All right. Offense, don't need to touch it. You could do running back, but Tajay Spears is actually pretty good. All right. We have Jamie Sherwood. He's been injured every season. Well, McDonald is pretty good. But Rashawn, these are two like rookie guys. And Cisco and Moore and Adams are all decent. So we're looking for a superstar here, really. There just really isn't one on defense. We don't need tackle. Do we go running back? I think we try, right? We have the money. We don't have to pay Mendoza over this rebuild. All right, here's what we're going to do. Jonathan Allen. Boom. I want him because we need a D-tackle. Jahmyr Gibbs. He does not want to be here. However, if I can get him, I'm going to overpay. He doesn't want to be here. How does that look compared to the competitive? All right. Is that too much? All right, we're going to go for it. We got to overpay him, but we're going to try. And I don't know if I think Rashawn Gary's worth it. I don't. Rashawn Gary makes sense, but I don't know if I want to do it. Huh. Huh. And the Giants, what do we need? What do we say we need? Wide receiver 3? I can do that in the draft. There's none of these positions that make sense for the Giants, I don't think. Right guard? Maybe. All right. Sign with me. All right. Boom. Jets. Running back. D-tackle. Good. Okay. All right. Who's still available? What do we do with the Giants? Let's go over to the Giants. McKinney probably would have made sense there, but it's okay. We don't need edge rusher. He would never sign here because he's too expensive. But we're good. We have tackle. Could use a kicker. Can honestly use Dominic Pooney. Or Jordan Morgan. Evan Neal was great this year. No, I think it'll be okay. Wide receiver 3. N.I. Mitchell, wide receiver 3. Wide receiver 3. All right. I don't really think there's anything else that we need to do here, right? Like, theoretically, the Giants need, like I said, a wide receiver 3, and they could use potentially a safety, but I think we got that. We brought back Okereke. And with the Jets, we signed Jonathan Allen. I mean, we could do a D-tackle, but there's no other. I don't think worth our time. I think we save our money. All right, so I can't do an evaluation period because I am the Giants. All right, switch back to the Jets. I think looking at our team, I think we're set, right? I mean, actually, here's what we should do. We should trade away Tajay Spears now. Now that we have Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't need Tajay. I like Tajay, but I can get rid of him. We can get something back for him. Like that? Or that? I'm taking that deal. Thanks, Vikings. All right. Now I need a backup running back. All right, so we need a backup running back, and I'm pretty sure we can find one pretty easily. Chase Brown, Kamani Vidal, JCM. This is we need a receiving back, so what's a good catching rating? Rashad White. Doesn't want to be here, though. Tony Pollard. Jalen Warren. That's a lot of money for a backup. That's a lot of money for a backup. I don't know if I want to do that. I can just sign one. I think there should be one that's just decent that's left available, I think. I think we'll just do that. We'll just sign whatever guy's available at the end of the day. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. I think that sets up for free agency, right? Because we traded away Tajay Spears. Offensive line is set here. Maybe do a tight end, maybe. Yeah, tight end's normally a position that's not just left over, I think. So is there a free agent tight end? Possibly. Turn the music back on. Oops, my bad. Barner, Musgrave. This is the backup. It doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, give me Musgrave for 2 years. All right, that should be our free agency. Boom. We made 2 big signings, and the Jets now have an even higher powered offense. An even stronger offense than we had last year. All right, who we have for mock drafts right now. So we are sitting at picks, just so I'm aware. Jets are at pick 24. They have us taking a running back. We just picked up Gibbs, so we don't need that anymore. And with the Giants, who are going to be at pick 32, they have us taking a center, which we don't need that either. So there are a lot of centers. Honestly, neither of these teams really have needs now. Maybe D-tackle. I think. Backups. I think both teams are in great positions. We could even trade our pick. Raiders are 3-14. Raiders are 3-14. Let's superpower this team. You know what this team doesn't need? Anything but this right here. Max Crosby. Okay, so we'll do probably 2 firsts. Let's start at 2 firsts. What does 2 firsts get me? Close. So 2 firsts. And give me... We'll throw in Jermaine Johnson. No, he's got 3 years left. What does the other guy got? 2 years left. All right. No, we can throw in Jermaine Johnson. What if I do a first and next year's second in Jermaine Johnson? I don't want to overpay. Oh, no. So they like that first. They don't like Jermaine Johnson. All right. What else do they want? They want a left guard, a quarterback, a center, a Mike linebacker. I don't have that. We don't have center. We've never had center. They just want a right edge. I feel like... Okay, so... Let's try 2 firsts and that second third that we got. And then they say they want right edge, so I feel like Jermaine Johnson. Oh, it's close. That other second that we got from Green Bay, maybe? Or not, from Cleveland? That's the edge rusher. Man, this Jets team is going to be super powered. Okay. You cannot tell me this team should not compete next year. All right. Jets are set. There any other positions? I mean, we still got $12 million. No, this team's good. Let's just take a look at this depth chart before we go into the offseason, by the way. 99 overall quarterback. This team going into year four is going to have an X-Factor quarterback, an X-Factor running back, 3,000-yard, 90-plus overall receivers, a stud offensive line, not necessarily like super powered, but great offensive line. Mason Taylor is good. He's an 86 overall. You can't see it. And defensively, Max Crosby, one side. Arvell Reese, other side. Jonathan Allen, NT tackle. Rookie Tommy Glover. Sherwood will be back. Overshown. J.C. Dillon is here. Kopp. This team is going to be fantastic. We got Braden Siss in that trade as well. And I can make a trade later on if I need to. All right. I am going to do one thing too. We are also going to change the scheme. We brought in Max Crosby. So we are also going to change our scheme to be Raiders defense because I want to make sure Max Crosby is good and I don't want to mess it up. So we're going to make sure we have Raiders defense on. I don't know which defense they run. Sauce Gardner. I don't know about that. That'd probably too expensive. We could try it. I don't know which scheme the Raiders run. Oh, let's just go look. The Raiders run... Oh, they fired their coach. That's why they're bad. All right, I think we'll run 4-3. We have 2 edges. Oh, we have 3 edges. We just don't have as many linebackers. So, yeah. All right. That'll be what we do. Let's just look at what Sauce would cost us, by the way, because we won't have money. I'll look at them because we could potentially do corner. So we go to the Colts. Oh, he's $29 million. No. I don't have the cap space, I think, for that move. We can look at it. But, yeah, what do I have at corner? Can I even pull that off? Cam Taylor-Britt, he's my best corner. No. We can't pull it straight off. We can't make the money work anymore. We spent our money. Our money is gone. So, because of Max Crosby. So, that is that. For the Jets, we already said the Giants are good because they are coming. They're coming off their Super Bowl. They're going to be defending their Super Bowl next year. We'll advance to the next week. We'll do some drafting, I guess. See what other guys we find that are interesting here. And do some private workouts. I know we saw a lot of guys. So, all right. So Jets don't really they need corner, but we're not going to find one of those in the draft. So Jets have second round picks. So, round 1 to 2. That guy that we looked at before. We don't need him anymore. But interesting. Seymour's okay. We didn't fully scout the safeties, so we didn't figure that one out, actually. I don't know. I mean, interior offensive line. We already scouted with the Giants, so we can just kind of roll with it. All right, let me just look at any of these safeties that are later picks that look good. All right, that guy's going to be good. Rich Smith. This man, only one guy's decent at zone defense. We'll look at him. And not a single one of these guys are good at zone defense. So those safeties aren't going to be that good. And linebackers, we're looking at tackling. So maybe Eric Nava. Oh, and D-tackle. Let's just do a quick, like, physicals strength check. Perriman, we already looked at. Simsthorpe Walker. Which one of these guys are later? Tyrell Thorpe. Undrafted. Elite acceleration. Elite strength. Confirm. All right. Giants. Private workouts. We saw a lot of interior offensive linemen with this team scouting. So we'll be a little bit better off, I think, with this team. Now, we could also find, like, I don't know, a high-speed receiver, maybe. I don't even have to scout those normally, though. Is there any elite speed? Okay, Miguel Diaz is 6'4" with elite speed, elite agility, elite acceleration. I'm just going to draft that guy. Like, I'm not even going to guess. So that's wide receiver 3 that we talked about, potentially. Tight ends. I know I need some of those. Are there any blocking guys here? Not that I can catch, though. Catching traffic, highest with Matt Reed. We'll look at Matt Reed, I guess. I'm going to scout this guy because it's Jordan. I'm scouting him. Funny name. Funny name pick. And zone coverage corner. Josh Buckner. I don't know. That guy's not going to be good. I'll just take speed if I find one. OD tackle. Did I do Grant Walker? I don't remember. All right. To the draft. Jackson Dart wants us to get a tackle. We have Andrew Thomas and Talise Fuaga. I don't think I can get much better than that. Okay, so Giants have a first-round pick. The Jets don't because we traded the Jets pick. But I think I have to be the Jets because they can advance the draft. So This is always kind of annoying. But here we go. So let's get into it. Start the draft. Jets have a powerful offense, have a powerful defense. We're going to pause the draft. So Giants have pick 32. Jets, we've traded away that pick for the Raiders, who are the worst team in football. So let's advance to our next user pick, which is pick 32. The Raiders took a left tackle and a center. Watch the Ashton Genty yards next year, because those are probably going to be crazy. All right. So let's go to the Giants. So Giants, we don't really have any needs. I mean, let's just look at what the value is for this pick quick. And then let's see what guys are here. So I didn't really see anything there. Any top 5 guys that we have here? The Matt Reed guy. I don't need tackle, though. Oh, yeah, we had all these guards that were in this class. And this Walt Dillard guy. And Walker. Let's take a look at our roster quick again. What do we need here? So we have quarterback. We're fine there. Obviously, we're fine at running back. I need a backup running back. I'll find one of those later. We need a wide receiver 3 that we talked about. Need a tight end 2. Need probably some tackle depth. Well, we have tackle depth, but I probably could use more. We have got edge rushers. D tackle. Oh, we got a superstar in Hayden Freeman, so we don't need D tackle. Corner is good. I don't need anything. We don't need anything. We don't need anything. So tight end 2. That guy probably looks better than the guy that I have. This guy's like a guarantee. Sorry if this is taking me a while. I don't know who to pick. We don't need anything. They told us to take Chad Kowalski. That guy don't even play. All right, never mind. We're gonna go to be safe. Do I just take a ton of guards? No. I got an idea. Can I get a second and a fourth? A second, 7th, 4th. All right, let's just go make a trade and try to... I'm sorry this is taking me so long, by the way. I don't know what to do with this pick is the big point that I'm trying to make. Like, there's a lot of guys in this draft that I'm looking at like, oh, they could be interesting, but... Or I could just go get like JOK. Or there's a D tackle too right there. Wide receiver 3 right there. That's too good of a deal, right? D tackle 2 locked up for that? Yeah, I'm just doing it. All right. That seemed like stupid. I am sorry that just took me that long to do that. All right, next pick. All right. Like, this guy looks good, but I didn't want to risk it. This Devin York guy, I guess, is the guy I really liked there, but I'm like, I don't want to risk that move. I don't know if he's actually good. I'm going to try this tight end. The guy near the top. 27 the true value. We take him at 49. Normal dev trait. All right, that's fine. Jets needed a backup tight end anyways. All right. So the Giants' first pick will be probably one of those offensive linemen then. We could take that Reed guy right there too. Just based on that safety still being there, I'm just guessing he's not good. All right. We're going to take Walt Dillard. Hidden dev trait. And then we have another pick here at the top of the next round. So we're going to take that. Now I'm going to take this tight end. He had a hidden dev trait. Next pick is another Giants pick, but let's switch back to the Jets. Chicago next. I think we're going to do Detroit next. Chicago's going to take me a bit to do. Because once again, we have two. The baseball thing might take us a while, but I think that's about it. But Chicago will be coming. It's definitely on the list because we're doing the White Sox and the Cubs in it, so that's why. Yeah, we will be doing it though. It just might not be next. I don't think. Okay, so we got tight end, we got guard. What do we need? Wide receiver and halfback. That A's. Let's break tackle. Power back with B carrying A. It's either Nick Castro or him. Day 3. I don't think I'm doing not soccer, NHL, because I just don't know it. All right, we're gonna do. No, we just traded for a tackle. I don't need Grant Walker. All right. So we need a backup halfback. But also that guard is too good to pass up. Oh, there's another one down there. Another round one. There's 2 of them. Speedy wide receiver. Want me to take that fast guy? He was a little bit later. Oh no, he's right there. Yeah, let's just take him. He's fast. He's 6'4". Normal dev. 98 speed. 98 speed. So no dev trait, but 98 speed is great. And then I have to go back to the Jets. 6'4", 98 speed is kind of crazy. All right, let's skip to the next user pick. Make your selection with this pick. All right, so we needed with this team nothing. Oh, we need a backup running. No, we didn't need a young backup running back with this one. Oh, I know this Irons guy was good. I just remember him from the other team, so we're gonna do this one. Calvin Irons, 19th in true value, hidden dev trait. All right, skip to the next one. I want that running back, that Burkhole or whatever it was, for the Giants to be Scadabo's backup. Okay, what else do we have here? I thought I saw Jordan was somebody who was was actually good, so we'll go back and look at him too. I think he'll continue to slip. Oh, this guy. Completely forgot about him. We don't need him. But all right. All right, next Giants pick. That running back is still available. All right, so let's go do that running back. Before he's gone, was there anybody else that I have scouted? That right guard, but I think we got guard down. All right, so I wanted this guy. Power back with a break tackle. Be carrying normally matter. Hidden depth trait. All right, next pick is a Jets pick. So we traded away our first round pick for the Giants, got something good, and we've been good ever since. There's got to be I know there was one more guard that was good, but the Giants don't need him because he's got depth. So we're going to take Jordan with the Jets. I don't need him either, but his name is Jordan. And he's from North Carolina. Hidden dev trait. He was the elite strength, elite agility, so that made sense there. Okay, next pick is probably another Jets pick. All right. So we got two more Jets picks in a row. What do we got here? So let's go now. Physicals again. I don't think I've looked at anybody else here. So strength ratings. That's a quarterback. That doesn't matter. Speed. Elite. These are D tackle. It's a right guard or right tackle. Okay, that doesn't matter. Elite acceleration. Great speed. Wide receiver. Elite acceleration corner. What's his other stats? B-man, D-zone, terrible, but let's just try it. 93rd in true value, not bad. Oh, Lampman's still here. We could do this. Catching traffic D. He's probably the second fastest guy, so he might be a 70 overall. 160. Hidden dev, though. Hidden dev. Next user pick. All right, let's switch to the Giants again. Make your selection here. All right, so we had that other guard was still look good, I believe. I don't know if he's still there though. He is. So that guy's good. Honestly, this guy looks good too. High awareness is usually pretty valuable. And look at all the run block finesse. Good run blocker. Let's just We'll take him. Ah, no depth rate. Another pick, though. Let's take the other left guard. No dev trait there. Next pick is a jet. I'm gonna bet you there's probably still like a high strength D tackle. I don't know if there's gonna be an elite strength D tackle, but there's probably still a high strength D tackle. It's good. Go back to physicals. It's an elite strength edge. It's usually pretty bad, though, because it just means he's a D tackle. Yeah, he's slow. Elite excel. Or it could also just be a bad class, too. Okay, there's still 2 elite. All right. Elite. Elite. Plus a tack. Round 1 talent. I forgot that he was here. 6th in true value in the 6th round. Normal dev, though. I forgot that he was there. I forgot that he was there. I remember scouting and looking at his strength earlier, and I was like, oh, whoops. I forgot to double check him. This is why I always got to go back and look position by position, not player by player. So position by position, physicals. No more elite strength tackles. Any more? There's one more D tackle. I'm not gonna take him though. Elite agility linebacker. What are his? Nope. D tackle. Terrible. How about corners? We got any elite anything corners left? Probably not. Corners really just fall apart. We got an elite strength Dennis Ramsey. Let's just take him. Maybe he's a hit stick guy. Nah, whatever. All right. I'll skip to the Giants. Make sure I didn't miss anybody with that team quick. And then we'll just sim out. I mean, this guy that I looked at earlier is still here. I'm going to take him too. All right. And we are going to switch to the Jets, and we're going to end that draft. Let's see how we did. Let's see how we did. All right. Draft recap. 70. Oh, my. Look at this guy we drafted in the 6th round. 78 overall in the 6th round. All right, so the Jets get a 75 overall tight end, and then a 75 overall left guard, 73, okay, 76, 70, 68 wide receiver, whatever. But that's 78 D tackle, though. No dev trait, sadly, but still phenomenal there. Had a couple guys with dev traits. Yeah, that's going to be good for them. Giants, 75 with the right guard, 75 with their tackle, 71. The wide receiver was only 71, sadly. But the running back was 77. I knew that I had a feeling on the power back there. This other one was 71, so I took the right one. But we got 2 guards to help supplement the offensive line. We got running back depth. Did we miss any other guys that we were looking at? Were there any other steals in this draft? Okay, so the number 1 overall pick was great. All right, let's see. Were there any other steals in this draft? Oh, that could have been useful. That Averill guy, corner, 2nd round. So that first pick of the Giants this guy would have been the pick. Hidden Dev, 80 overall. Yeah, that would have been a better pick for the Giants. But all right, that's all right. We got something still good in that one. There was a 81 overall tight end in this draft. Elliot Edmond was another receiver we looked at potentially. 95 speed probably would have been better for the Giants as well. So trading that first pick for the Giants might not have been the best idea, but I think it's okay. Eason, there's Buckhalter, Kowalski. York was good. So maybe we should just went with Devin York. So there's a couple. So the Giants were a team that we probably could have made just one of those moves. Grant Walker, we looked at. All right. We did good, though. We did good. We didn't do great, but we did good. So, with the Giants. I believe that's going to be the team. So, if I advance to the preseason for year 4, we're going to be in great shape going into year 4. We're going to have some training camp. Let's just go and sign or adjust our depth charts quick. And I'll fill up the roster with some other positions. Like, I need another quarterback. You can't have that be your quarterback, backup quarterback. Gibbs, they're going to need another running back here. Need another wide receiver. So let's go sign some free agents that are just kind of chilling out here. You know, I don't know, like Brandon Aubrey. Take him at kicker. How about the fact that Jalen Warren is still sitting here? We'll take him. Be a backup running back. That's fine. Have Jalen Warren back up Jahmyr Gibbs because he didn't get signed. I'll take that. And then... was it wide receiver? Need a wide receiver 4. Let's bring in, Deebo Samuel? Deebo Samuel. We need another. We already brought in the halfback. We need another quarterback. Let's go with the veteran. This is the Jets. Actually, none of these guys are worthwhile. We'll just the rookie is better. We got tight ends. We have our edges. I think we need another corner. All right, so that is the Jets. So if I go and adjust this depth chart again, we didn't get another quarterback because whatever. I'll get a punter. It doesn't really matter. Actually, I should sign one right now because I don't want them to sign me a terrible punter. So, hello, Ethan Evans. All right, so if we adjust this lineup and just take a look at the Jets lineup right now, obviously some things could change. We could do in the preseason. We can get some dev traits. We can see some boosts. But look at this. Amazing offensive line. Mason Taylor is here. We've got some backup guys at tight end. Mendoza, Jahmyr Gibbs now, Jalen Warren, Garrett Wilson, Carnell Tate, Tyson, Lampman, Deebo Samuel at wide receiver as well. On the defensive side, boom, Allen, Glover, Thorpe. Corner is a little bit weaker, but it's okay. And then safeties are good, and Sherwood will hopefully be healthy this season. That's the Jets. The Jets are going to be so good. So good. All right. Now, if we go take a look at the Giants on that time. So we should probably go to defend their Super Bowl. They are going to have a little bit of a different situation because they have they're basically rolling with the same team they did last year. We got some rookies that are going to be valuable at different positions this year. We've got depth in a bunch of spots here. I think our offensive line depth is crazy good now. Our edge depth has always been good because we got Thibodeau as depth. D-tackle, much better. Honestly, we're so deep at D-tackle now. Linebackers we're deep at. I don't even know if I need to sign anybody. Maybe a corner. safety depth because we didn't bring back one of those guys. Yeah, so let's go sign a safety. And probably a kicker and all that. So free agents for the Giants. We need a kicker. How about Ryan Fitzgerald? We need a punter. And then I need a backup safety. So we'll bring in, I don't know, Horquez. And we need some depth at safety. Not Duggar. Hooker. We can bring in Hooker. I'll sign more if there's more that are available eventually. I don't even think there's any other positions we need depth at. We brought in Adonai Mitchell, so we have wide receiver depth now. I can bring back Rondale Moore if I wanted to. But look, this is going to be awesome. I think there is a chance we could see both teams in the Super Bowl next year. This team, superstar, X Factor running back, Wan'Dale Robinson, Malik Neighbors. We do need a wide receiver 3, but I don't like paying one. We have Sadiq Reed. It's got Evan Neal not playing. All right, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it wants to start that rookie. That's why. Either way. Good spots there. Right guard could be better, but whatever. And defensively, look at this D line now in the edges. Burns, Thibodeau, Winters, Amos is now up here with Okereke. Holland, Dane Belton had a pick in the postseason. They also could use some depth at safety too, so we can do that same thing there. And secondary is a little bit weaker for the Giants, but it doesn't need to be great. Look at the best two teams in the league going into year 4 are going to be New York and New York. So next stream, get ready for it. There is a great chance, well, there is a chance we could see New York versus New York. And I'm hopeful for it. We need the Jets to do something. They made the playoffs this year. Won the division. So can they do it next year? All right. But that's going to be it for me today. Because we have already been in here for 3 hours and got 1 season done. So on Friday, we're going to try to push to get 2 seasons done. And finish off the NFL. And then I don't know if we'll do NBA or college football on Sunday. But I think I'm going to stream again on Sunday. I'm also streaming on Twitch over on Saturday. And so we're going to have stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe next Monday as well. And then I really hope I can finish all the New York stuff. I wanted to get the video out on Christmas, but I didn't expect this to take too long. So we might have some other stuff next week. But it is what it is. So thank you very much for watching. Sticking around. Adios.